So welcome guys to a quick little video, and in this video I am going to just briefly go through the circuit that I have made and the basic peripherals and connections that I made in order to operate this stepper motor. And this is a NEMA stepper motor, and the stepper motor driver that I am using is DRV8825. And in this video I am going to just show you how I have connected the motor and what program I am running, just to put this as a perspective. This is a project that I am doing for dual axis movement, and here you can see a worm gear with a large 56 teeth pinion, and this is going to be drilled over there, and it is going to be coupled with this, and it will lock in there and it will rotate. So I have to point the center of it, and I am going to make all the arrangement, but in this video I am just going to put the connections and peripherals to this. So here I am using the Stm32. This is the blue pill or Stm32 103 C8T6 model, and it is connected via this DRV 8825, and I'm just going to explain the connection. So first of all, the USB connection going to the PC. This is the ST-Link V2, and all the connections like SWCLK, SWDIO, all those pins are coming over here, and that is connected to the Stm32. And here we have the plus and ground going into the DRV8825, and I'm just going to briefly tell you what is the connection. So here you can see the four wires, the black, the green, and the blue and red. This is the motor connection. This is going through this cable, long cable is coming over here and just directly connected to the motor. And if you pay a little attention, the motor actually has 6 connections, but here the cable only terminated with 4 connections. Over here you can see 2 of the connections are skipped because those are actually in series, so we don't need those. So this is 4 wire connection, and then let's move to this pin. This black one is actually ground, that is connected to the black connection over here, that is also ground. If I can show you, that is also ground, GND you can see. And this white wire that you can see, this is also ground, the white wire I'm holding, and the positive supply is coming over here. And I have also attached a capacitor across it in order to provide a little bit of decoupling. And this is the positive supply, that is these 2 wires are providing this positive supply, and that is being powered by a power supply which is running at 14 volt, and you can see it is consuming about 200.2 milliamps or 200 milliampere. So as you can see, the connection is here. I have set up the A1 and A2. Those 2 pins are coming over here. There you can see the blue one and the red one. Both of the connections are coming over here and going into this 2 pins. So one of them is the direction pin, and one of them is step pin, and these 2 connections are being short circuited, and this is provided by a positive power supply. That is, you can see the brown wire is connected over there, and that is providing the positive supply to 2 of the pins, that is the reset pin and sleep pin. Those both are connected together, and the middle pin. So there is 3 pins in order to set the micro stepping, that you can see M2, M1 and M0. So right now, because I am running this into the 1/4 micro stepping, that is why the configuration that I have chosen is M1 is positive, only M1 is positive, and other two other M0 and M2 both are 0. So that is going to provide me the 1/4 micro stepping. I will just show you the micro stepping chart, and this is the micro stepping chart table. There you can see the mode 1 pin, that is over here. That one I have connected, that provides 1/4. And if you want to switch different configurations like 8 and 16 micro steppings, you can just configure this. 101 means positive supply, that is 3.3 or 5 volt. You can just connect both M1, M2 and M0, and it will provide those micro steppings. So here that is run, and after that we come to the the supply is positive, the center supply. This wire is coming here just to provide different configurations. If I touch here, and it will provide different micro steppings. That is why I have soldered it. But in here I have used the center, the red one, that is coming over here, and that is connected to the 3.3 volt supply. That will be providing the positive supply to the M1, that is the 1/4 of micro stepping. So all the connections, basic connections are done. The plus VCC is being supplied by the ST-Link V2, and I have lost this minus contact, so I'm just going to reconnect it. Wait a minute. And all the basic connections is done, and you can see the motor is spinning, and this will spin like this, and so it will rotate like this corresponding, and I will show you the program part. So let's come over here, and I will just go through the basic connections. When you open the Stm32 new project, and you name the project, and you have to go to the system first, then you have to do the serial wire as a system config, then you have to go to the RCC, and here you have to select the crystal ceramic resonator, which will this blue pill will use its internal ceramic resonator, which can go up to 72 megahertz. So you need to select this, and then you have to go to the clock configuration, and here you can see the 72 megahertz clock is being added. Initially it was 8, so you have to erase that 8, and you have to put 72 over here and press enter. It will ask to verify and confirm. You can confirm, and it will put itself the HCL clock, AC clock, that will be set to 72. So after that you come to the pinout section, then you have to go to the timer section, and then you have to open one of the timers. Let's take the timer 1. Then you have to come over here, and the clock source needed to be selected, internal clock, that is initially disabled, but here you have to select internal clock. Then you have to come under this prescaler option. This prescaler has to set to 71, so that will provide the initial pulse that will be used to increment the steps. So prescaler you have to change it to 71, and then you have to just save. So it will generate the code, basic code, the main.c that you can see. So here the basic code is being written. I will try to provide the whole code in the section. but the basic function and another thing that I have forgot to show you. Here I have used two of the pins, GPIO PA1 and PA2 as a output pin. So you have to click and you have to select this output pin. So after that you have to save and generate, so that way you can use the both of those pins as a output. And PA1, I suppose that is the step, and PA2 is the direction. And this whole code I will be giving there. And here you can see it is the 800 steps per revolution, so 4 micro steps, 1/4, that is 200 steps in a revolution, and fourth micro stepping, that comes to 800 steps per revolution. So that is there. And there is delay of 1 second is being added for each step, so you can see. And the other thing that just basic pin write and other things, that is basic logic that is being written. And I will provide the link or the direct text to description somewhere. You can just copy, and after that you have to generate the code, you have to build the code. After building this code, I have used the Stm32 programmer, and here I have selected the ST-Link that will connect to the Stm32 cube. Right now it is running, that is why it is not connected. And then you have to browse, and you have to select where you have put the thing. So here you can see there is the driver section on the project, and inside the driver section you can find the the debug section actually consists of the stepper motor, that ELF file. So you have to come to this ELF file that is going to be needed in order to upload, and you have to go to the properties, and here is the full path. So you have to copy the path, then you have to come to the program section, the erasing and programming section. Then you have to place that path over here, and then you have to browse, and then you can see it is opened. And here you have to select the file, then open, then start programming, and it will upload the program to it. And here you can see the jumper you have to put. This jumper is connected, have to connect over here. This will ensure the Stm32 in programming mode, and then you can program it, then disconnect this, then re-jumper it, then reset the whole system, then you are good to go. So that is the basic connection and such. So in order to have this so that is that. So that's it for this video, very basic video, just to document what I have done, so that if I forget it, I can just rewatch this and I can make connections. So that's it.